Jasmine is a genus of shrubs and vines in the olive family. It contains around 200 species native to tropical and warm temperate regions of Europe, Asia, and Africa. Jasmines are widely cultivated for the characteristic fragrance of their flowers. A number of unrelated plants contain the word jasmine in their common names. Description: Jasmines can be either deciduous or evergreen, and can be erect, spreading, or climbing shrubs and vines. Their leaves are borne opposite or alternate. They can be simple, trifoliate, or pinnate. The flowers are typically around 2.5 cm in diameter. They are white or yellow in color, although in rare instances they can be slightly reddish. The flowers are borne in cymous clusters with a minimum of 3 flowers, though they can also be solitary on the ends of branchlets. Each flower has about 4 to 9 petals, 2 locules, and 1 to 4 ovules. They have 2 stamens with very short filaments. The bracts are linear or ovate. The calyx is bell-shaped. They are usually very fragrant. The fruits of jasmines are berries that turn black when ripe. The basic chromosome number of the genus is 13, and most species are diploid. However, natural polyploidy exists, particularly in Jasminum sambac, Jasminum flexile, Jasminum primulinum, and Jasminum angustifolium. Distribution and habitat: jasmines are native to tropical and subtropical regions of Asia, Africa, and Australasia. Of the 200 species, only 1 is native to Europe. Their center of diversity is in South Asia and Southeast Asia. Although not native to Europe, a number of jasmine species have become naturalized in Mediterranean Europe. For example, the so-called Spanish jasmine or Catalonian jasmine was originally from Iran and western South Asia, and is now naturalized in the Iberian Peninsula. Jasminum fluminense and Jasminum dichotomum are invasive species in Hawaii and Florida. Jasminum polyanthum, also known as white jasmine, is an invasive weed in Australia. Taxonomy: species belonging to genus Jasminum are classified under the tribe Jasminum of the olive family. Jasminum is divided into 5 sections: Alternifolia, Jasminum, Primulina, Trifoliolata, and Unifoliolata. The genus name is derived from the Persian Yasmin through Arabic and Latin. Species include: Cultivation and uses: widely cultivated for its flowers, jasmine is enjoyed in the garden, as a houseplant, and as cut flowers. The flowers are worn by women in their hair in southern and Southeast Asia. The delicate jasmine flower opens only at night and may be plucked in the morning when the tiny petals are tightly closed, then stored in a cool place until night. The petals begin to open between 6 and 8 in the evening, as the temperature lowers. Jasmine tea. Jasmine tea is consumed in China, where it is called jasmine flower tea. Jasminum sambac flowers are also used to make jasmine tea, which often has a base of green tea or white tea, but sometimes an oolong base is used. Flowers and tea are mated in machines that control temperature and humidity. It takes 4 hours or so for the tea to absorb the fragrance and flavor of the jasmine blossoms, and for the highest grades, this process may be repeated as many as 7 times. It must be refired to prevent spoilage. The spent flowers may or may not be removed from the final product, as the flowers are completely dry and contain no aroma. Giant fans are used to blow away and remove the petals from the denser tea leaves. In Okinawa, Japan, jasmine tea is known as sanpinka. Jasmine syrup, made from jasmine flowers, is used as a flavoring agent. Jasmine essential oil. Jasmine is considered an absolute and not an essential oil, as the petals of the flower are much too delicate and would be destroyed by the distillation process used in creating essential oils. Other than the processing method, it is essentially the same as an essential oil. Absolute is a technical term used to denote the process of extraction. It is in common use. Its flowers are either extracted by the labor-intensive method of enfleurage or through chemical extraction. It is expensive due to the large number of flowers needed to produce a small amount of oil. The flowers have to be gathered at night because the odor of jasmine is more powerful after dark. The flowers are laid out on cotton cloth soaked in olive oil for several days and then extracted, leaving the true jasmine essence. Some of the countries producing jasmine essential oil are India, Egypt, China and Morocco. Jasmine absolute used in perfume and incense. Many species also yield an absolute, which is used in perfumes and incense. Its chemical constituents include methylanthranilate, indole, benzyl alcohol, linalool, and skatole. Medical, jasmine scent and, linalool, one of its major odor components, has been reported to have sedative properties, now being investigated for medical applications. Jasminates. Jasmine gave name to the jasminate plant hormones as methyl jasminate isolated from the jasmine oil of Jasminum grandiflorum led to the discovery of the molecular structure of jasminates. Cultural importance. Madurai, a city in Tamil Nadu, is famous for its jasmine production. In the western and southern states of India, including Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu, jasmine is cultivated in private homes. These flowers are used in regular worship and for hair ornaments. Jasmine is also cultivated commercially, for both the domestic and industrial uses such as the perfume industry. It is used in rituals like marriages, religious ceremonies and festivals. In the Chandani Yatra of Lord Jagannath, the deity is bathed with water flavored in sandalwood paste and jasmine. Jasmine flower vendors selling ready-made garlands of jasmine, or in the case of a thicker motti or McGraw varietal, bunches of jasmine, as well as flowers by weight, are a common sight on city streets in many parts of India. They may be found around entrances to temples, on major thoroughfares, and in major business areas. A change in presidency in Tunisia in 1987 and the Tunisian Revolution of 2011 are both called jasmine revolutions in reference to the flower. Jasmine flowers were also used as a symbol during the 2011 Chinese pro-democracy protests in the People's Republic of China. In Syria, jasmine is the symbolic flower of Damascus, which is called the City of Jasmine. In Thailand, jasmine flowers are used as a symbol for motherhood. Jasmine is also a feminine given name in some countries. Jasmine as a national flower, several countries and states consider jasmine as a national symbol. They are the following: Hawaii, Jasminum sambac is perhaps the most popular of flowers. It is often strung in lace and is the subject of many songs. Indonesia, Jasminum sambac is the national flower, adopted in 1990. It goes by the name Melati Puship, and is the most important flower in wedding ceremonies for ethnic Indonesians, especially in the island of Java. Pakistan, Jasminum officinale is known as the Shambili, or Yasmin, it is the national flower. Philippines, Jasminum sambac is the national flower. Adopted in 1935, it is known as sampaguita in the islands. It is usually strung in garlands which are then used to adorn religious images. Other plants called jasmine: Brazilian jasmine Mandevilla sanderi, Cape jasmine gardenia, Carolina jasmine gelsamium, Chilean jasmine Mandevilla laxa, New Zealand jasmine Parsensia capsularis, night-blooming jasmine Cestrum nocturnum, night-flowering jasmine Nuptans arbor tristis, red jasmine Plumeria rubra, star jasmine, Confederate jasmine Trachelospermum, tree jasmine, jasmine rice, a type of long-grain rice. See also, jasmine rice smells like, but is not related to, jasmine. References. Further reading, Jasminum Lin. Flora of Pakistan, 12. Retrieved June 3, 2008. Metcalf, Alan A. The World in So Many Words. Houghton Mifflin. ISBN A0-395-95920-9. External links, Jasminum L. Integrated Taxonomic Information System. Retrieved June 3, 2008. Flora Europaea search results. Flora Europaea. Royal Botanic Garden, Edinburgh. Retrieved June 3, 2008. African Plants Database. South African National Biodiversity Institute, the Conservatoire et Jardin Botaniques de la Ville de Genève and Telebotanica, Jasminum. Natural Resources Conservation Service Plants Database. USDA. Retrieved June 3, 2008 A.